So this will be I welcome us back, and this will be a continuation from where we stopped from the method of valuation. So now we are going to be looking into some factors that can affect our valuation, or we can also say factors that can affect our value. So the first thing we need to know that location and accessibility is a factor that can affect our valuation, because we know location is very important in real estate sector. So we should also know that location is very paramount and very significant. So there is a saying that if you have a mansion in a ghetto, a mansion in a ghetto is a ghetto, is a ghetto. So just imagine, okay, I think I have one at hand, a property, a very beautiful 5 bedroom duplex located at one, there's a part of Ota in Ogun State. And then the person is actually looking for a higher value. Like even within me, this house is tastefully finished, well okay. And at the end of the day, I was just thinking, let's just assume this kind of property can be situated in, don't let us even go to Island, can be situated in Ikeja. Do you know what this kind of property, do you know the value it will command? So in a way, it tells you that location is very paramount. In a situation whereby in a prime location, definitely the value is expected to be what? Is expected to be high compared to what you have in probably a developing area. A developing area. So then in terms of accessibility, the facilities that serve the neighborhood, the facilities that surround where the property is located also will definitely affect valuation. In a situation whereby a property is located in an area where there is facilities, the good road, there's a good road network, you have social amenities. Those are the things that enhanced value. Those are the things that enhance value. Then another one is the age and condition. The age and condition of assets, because the age and the condition of an asset will determine, this will be a determinant of the rate of your depreciation. The rate of your depreciation. If you have properties of 3 years, 5 years, is incomparable to properties of say 20 years, 30 years, say 50 years, definitely. So all those things, even the age of the property will be what will affect your valuation, and then we also know that in real estate markets, a major factor also aside location is the forces of demand and supply. So in a situation whereby you have higher demand for a particular property, what do you expect of such property? The value will be what? The value will be high. But in a situation whereby you are just trying to push this property in the market, you are still trying to find buyer. Before you know it, the property owner can say, okay, since we are not getting buyer, can we come down a little bit? And before you know it, by the time you are trying to calm down because you are not getting buyer, it shows what? It shows the value will be what? Will be reducing. The value will be reducing. But in a situation whereby we are having demand, in fact, in rent, it affects rent. By the time you know that, okay, people are just coming to check this property, that is when the landlord will not say, hope you are not looking at it like, oh, this property is cheap. That is why people are coming to check it. Can we raise the buy a little bit, so as to just scare the people away in a way. So if the demand curve is very high, definitely the value will be worse. There's every tendency that the valuation will be worse. The value of the property rather will also be high. Then we have also some economic indices also that can affect valuation. that can affect valuation. Definitely, we have indices like the interest rate, the inflation. So in a situation whereby in an economy you have increase in interest rates and increase in inflation, what will happen? It will definitely affect your what? Valuation. It will definitely affect your valuation, which leads to increase or decrease as the case may be. In a situation whereby we have a decrease in interest rates and decrease in inflation, definitely to affect what? It will affect our valuation. It will affect our valuation. Then also some government regulations also affect valuation. A situation whereby we have zoning laws, we have our taxes here and there, definitely to affect what? It will affect our valuation. It will affect our valuation. Then utility and design. So utility and design has to do with the conditions, has to do with the finishes, because in a situation whereby a property is well and tastefully finished, what do you expect of such a property? A property will definitely command higher value compared to the one that is just, built and then is not tastefully finished. There are some utilities you put in a property that will make the property to be more enhanced, especially now that we now have incorporation of smart features, incorporation of green features. What do you expect of such a property? It will definitely what? Command higher value compared to the ones that are not automated, that are not automated. Then the last one we'll be considering is the properties that have income potential, because let's say an owner occupation property, because we believe that after you might have finished building such a house, it's just there. You are the one living there. It's not commanding any income for you. But in a situation whereby you have a property that is a tenant occupation property, what do you expect? You expect that, oh, this kind of property will keep generating, so despite the fact that it's still there, at least you can see what generate income. So an income potential properties will definitely what have higher value compared to the one that is owner occupation, that is owner occupation. So these are factors. They are more than this, so we can still read more about it and then see the likely factors that can affect our valuation, So with this, I would like to conclude this way. As we bring this course into a close, or this lecture rather into a close, I would like to say that we've seen that valuation has two arms, which is both a science and an art, because I said earlier that it requires was an analytical techniques and professional judgments. So the analytical techniques is the science part, while the professional judgment is the hard part. So this serves as a sound integration for valuation, which shows that the two have to go together to form the component of what? Of evaluation process or of evaluation exercise, putting into consideration your what? Very important, your market evidence, which can be likened also to our raw data or our real data that has been collected from the field, because everything will be working on as far as valuation is concerned is the data collected from the field, from the market. Those are the things that will form our judgment. Some economic principles also will be applied. So while using the appropriate method to get our what? To get our value, to arrive at either fair value, objective value, or dependable value. So with all this, I know by now we should have a comprehensive understanding of what valuation is all about. So this is just like the principal aspect of valuation. At least let this form our foundation so that as time goes on, then we can now start taking the methods one after the other, looking fine. We now know where to apply those methods, those approaches, but at the same time, we need to bring it into life, like the practicability of it. So we'll be considering some questions, we'll be solving some practical questions so that you know when and how to use all the methods that have been discussed in this lecture. And also, I said during when I was introducing this course to us that we will be going out. We'll be going out to carry out some valuation exercise in order for us to get used to how the process is. I really do not want it to just be, theory of what you are reading. Can we even practicalize this while on the field? Can we practicalize this while on the field? So I I thank you all for thanks for listening. And by God's grace, we are going to be meeting in class next week, where we are going to be going fully into the calculation aspects of this lecture. So thank you very much, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day.